I wanted to talk to you about being voted best home fan experience in this last season. You've definitely had a hand now as president in marketing and creating the atmosphere that made the EC so electric. Just tell me a little bit about your approach to creating that kind of environment.
Well, that's, speaks dividends to our staff. And that obviously you have to have the fan support to make that all work, but that's really a team award. The amount of time they put in to create that environment over the past 20 seasons has made it a real special place to come and watch hockey.
And community's been a recurring theme with this organization. The Pot of Gold Night was also something that received recognition. What does it mean to be a part of an organization that makes a concerted effort to give back to the community each season?
Well, we start with our leader, and Martin Lind, our owner. He's been since day one. That's been a big part of this organization, is making sure that we're in the community, but we're also giving back. And I think that's been instilled, for the entire process. And a Pot of Gold Night is just one that resonates through the community, of helping out that family that's really in need. And to see the community and the way they rally behind it makes a real special night. And obviously there's others, but it's something we strive to improve and be better at each year. And it'll be no different going into this season.
And I want to talk to you a little bit about goaltending as well. Peter Budaj comes in as the replacement goaltender coach as you get promoted within. What does Budaj do especially well that helps prepare goalies for the next level?
Well, he's obviously a player and a professional that's played and had a tremendous career. But I think what makes Peter such a good coach is his ability to communicate. And I think that's such an important part for goaltending. Is, there's going to be highs and obviously there's going to be lows, but it's finding that medium of being able to just let it go and move on to whether it's good habits in practice and something's not working. Peter's done a good job with these young goaltenders, and I think, you can see it in a goaltender like Annanen's game, the confidence and the steps and progress that he's made, and it starts with a goaltending coach.
And I wanted to ask you about Justus. I know last year the context of all the injuries made things especially difficult. How did you feel about the year that he had and the direction that he's going?
I think he's progressed. He's making those steps. He's still a young goaltender at, age 22. And I think that's one of the things at the pro level. You come over from him being used to the European style, a bigger ice surface. So there were some adjustments that needed to be there, made there with this game. But the biggest part, I think, is the consistency part of the game. Now all of a sudden you're in a 72-game schedule where you're relied on a little more heavily on a consistent basis because you're playing so many more games, which I think overall he's been able to adapt. And, he's played his first NHL game last year, and obviously I think that's his goal. He wants to play in the National Hockey League, but he's doing all the right things. He's a pro down here. He works extremely hard, and he wants to get better each and every day.
And do you have any insights into the new goalie?
I know bits and parts of his background and where he's played, but from what I understand and know is we're going to have a very good tandem with him and Justus here for our club here in Colorado.
And then going back to your background as a former goaltender, how much of a impact would you say as a former goaltender, former player yourself has in running the team yourself?
Yeah, it's a good question, but I think it comes down to obviously the preparation and work that goes into it, and it's you gotta show up on time each day, and I think the biggest part that I've taken away from it is just trying to be a leader for my staff and trying to make our environment in the office better each and every day, and we want to make each other better. So I think that's the biggest thing is being in that office, being able to have fun. I still love the game of hockey. I'm around it, so I kind of spoiled. I have the best of both worlds, so really enjoying what I'm doing here.